To be honest, I was gonna do like a fake sneeze, but then I realized I didn't know how to. But then I realized I was actually gonna sneeze, and then it just went away. And then now I can't do it. It's the worst. Like, what am I gonna do now? Come on. Ah, I cut my finger, or like, the base of my thumb earlier. So my thumb is kind of like fucked up a little bit. Just a little bit though. Tad smidge. Gonna be okay. It wasn't too much blood. Alright, I need to switch the game screen. Here we go. Now you guys are forced to listen to the fucking music. I'm really blue. Anyways, I'm Chess Ire. Hello, hello. We're playing HOLOCURE again. I think this is the second or third time I'm doing it on stream. Because last time what happened was I wiped all the data, and then I played it again. And I played it a little off stream. But basically, we're playing it some more because I hope the audio is okay, because I also don't know. And also, oh, the chat is also kind of fucked up because I don't know what's up with it, but it's not acting normal. So unfortunately, there's gonna be no chat that you can see on the screen. But hopefully you guys can still type in the chat. Right? Hopefully that's still okay. I don't know, I'm pretty much super excited to see like what's gonna come out. Because they said 9 new characters. That's like nearly a whole set of fingers. If you take out the thumb that was cut earlier from me, that's like 9 fingers. And then also, on the side, Robin, hello! How's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. See a little smiley face? I assume that means you're doing alright. Hopefully your day is going well, and all that jazz. Very good, that's good. Yeah, I'm surviving. But hopefully what's wrong with my trash can? It's starting to shake a little bit. Probably cause I was shaking it. Oh no. I don't know why I was shaking it. But hopefully this is the start of me streaming a little more frequently. I was pretty busy for the last few months. Oh yeah. Me too. Don't you worry. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I bled a little bit. That's about it. Yeah. But I am surviving. I'm thinking about getting Chipotle tomorrow. I don't know. It's like I don't really remember when the last time I had Chipotle was. Could have been like 3 months ago. I don't know. See, okay, so actually, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but a few months ago, I had this horribly disgusting. They moved out already, right? Because one roommate was like, "Oh, Chess, can this roommate come take my room for a few months?" And I was like, as long as they're not like an asshole, I guess they can. And and so they do, right? And they're the fucking dirtiest motherfuckers I've ever had the displeasure of rooming with. I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like, you're just leaving all your shit, like your fucking open dishes out, and it's like, you know, it's usually like wet stuff that has a lot of spices, like curry, and so they like leave it out, right? And they're just like, They're attracting bugs. Because it's bug season now. You know? America's got that bug season. Fucking hate bugs, right? Anyways, so they have a lot of curry, and they dump a lot of curry into the trash can. Well, so one day, I had this mat, or like this towel that was rolled up and slid under the door, so that like hopefully it would take away some of my volume, so they couldn't hear me when I was streaming. I was randomly craving a Whopper that I ordered, and it was dog shit. Yeah, that makes sense. My condolences. That's a display and an 8-day old stream. Yeah, I don't know, man. Whoppers are like, you get those cravings though, right? And they're like, you gotta do it, you know? You gotta get that food. And then when you do get it, then you remember, oh, that's why I haven't had it in a while. That's me with the, because apparently when I was younger, I had rum cake. It's like, it comes in like a wrapper, and it's like a little muffin, but it's made with rum. And I always get nostalgic for it. But like, I always hate the taste. I'm just like, rum cake? Takes one bite, chucks the rest out. Fucking gross. I mean, it's not bad, but like, I don't like it. It's rum. What's HOLOCURE about? HOLOCURE is basically the best version of a Vampire Survivors video game, where you choose any of these characters that are on screen, and they're adding 9 more pretty soon. By pretty soon, I'm assuming like a month or 2. It's a fan-made game, so it's free. Which is nice, but the updates are infrequent. But they're releasing updates about the update, which has 9 more characters added on, plus more weapons and items. And so basically, you choose any one of these characters, and to unlock them, you gotta gacha, man. You gotta play gacha. Fortunately, no real life money purchase is required. You just need to unlock or like get 1,000 coins for one roll. And then if you re-roll a character, I think you can kind of see on here, it increases the character's HP, attack, and speed by 1% up to 20%. Bar hello! Favorite beholder. Why? Is it is it because of just the one eye in the middle? You know, I was actually thinking about a second outfit, right? I was like, well, Ariel's getting a second outfit. Maybe I should get a second outfit too. I don't know where that voice came from. That was a Dungeons & Dragons voice. The fucking nerd. But yeah, I was thinking about it. It's not anywhere close to even being realized, but it's in the process. And let me just say, more eyes. Maybe. I don't know, I haven't decided on a final concept. Because beholders, well, there's different types of beholders, right? But like, beholders will have like one big, like the general D&D beholder that most people would know as a beholder, right? The generic one is a big round boy with one big eye and then tentacles, and at the end of each tentacle is like a little eye. And that... Oh yeah, okay. So, back to the previous story. If you're eating food now, eat it quickly. Cause, oh, forgot to mention. So, in case you didn't know about this game, HOLOCURE, this is actually based off of the HoloLive VTubers. So you have English VTubers, Japanese VTubers, and Indonesian VTubers. Because those are currently the only ones that exist in HoloLive, as of me talking about this to the extent of my knowledge. Yes. They haven't added all of them, but they're adding 9 more recently. They haven't played it since 3.5! Oh, 3 or 5. Or 3 and 5? 3.5? Oh, I don't know. with the other system. Yeah, there's actually a lot of other systems nowadays, aren't there? More into Hom Rebeeble. I can't say I know what Hom is. Home of Monster Manuals? I don't know. I don't know, I'm more of a 5th edition D&D player myself, because, like, that's the only kind of D&D I played, right? Because, when I got into it in middle school, it was like, oh, hey, Jess, do you want to play some Heroes of Might and Magic? I see. But yeah, in middle school, they were like, hey, Jess, do you want to play some D&D? It'll be really fun. Unfortunately, we can only play every other Friday because the club's D&D days are every other week. But we played so frequently. We played so frequently that after, like, the first 2 or 3 weeks, we got the club advisor's approval to just, like, continue playing D&D every week. So while other... Because it was a club that was, like, anime, manga, Dungeons and Dragons, tons of nerd shit, right? And so, you know, the other weeks that weren't D&D were for, you know, anime and manga, but we would just play, D&D. 5th edition, and that's how I got into it. You know, I had a pretty fun time. I also hear it's... Sorry, I think someone's going over a construction outside. I don't know what's happening. Maybe they're... Actually, I don't know. Listen, I could not tell you the sounds of construction equipment. Maybe like a buzz saw. And a bandsaw. But that's about it. I don't know. But there was this horribly disgusting roommate I had, right? Pretty recently, actually. But they moved out because, thank God, holy shit, they weren't the worst, but they were the most dirty. And so they would, like, leave all these, like, food things out and shit. And then one day when I was closing my door and I was moving my towel back into place, because I have the towel, like, underneath the door to block the sound. Hopefully block the sound. My foot rolled on something, squishy. And I looked down after scraping off my foot with, like, by scraping my foot onto my pants and then scraping off onto the ground. I looked down and I'm just like... A bit loud. Okay. That'll have to do. I don't know. The music is always super loud, so whenever I, like, play offline or, like, off stream, I would just, like, turn it all the way to 0, and then I would just put on some, like, movie or something. Which reminds me, I did the calculations because I started a movie log at the start of this month, right? And since the start of the month until yesterday, because, you know, today isn't done, right? I've only watched one movie today, though. It's so sad. But as of yesterday, which is 10 days, because it's the August 1st through the 10th, right? I averaged 4.4 movies a day, for a total of 44 movies in 10 days. I'll probably get into it when I'm actually playing the game, because I don't know what else. So it's better to fix sound, not in-game, but in the atmosphere, yes. Yeah. There. How's that? Hopefully that's better. Oh no. It's... The fact is, it sounds all the same to me because I always have my volume at, like, the lowest settings because my ears are so sensitive. It's like, I don't know. But yeah, my computer volume's always at like 20%. Unless there's something super quiet and it's the only thing I'm listening to. I'll turn it up to 25%. Pretty big. What's pretty big? 20 sound volume. What? I have no idea. But yeah. Okay. I need to actually ears. Yeah, that's true. Guys, I'm sensitive. Come on. You can't don't make fun of them. Don't worry. I have snowballs in my ears. It's okay. It blocks out a little bit of the sound. But these snowballs in my ears block out 80% of the sound, just like my computer. Okay. But so basically, right? Dirty roommate. Putting the towel back into place. I step on something squishy, right? No jokes that you're slow. No, please. You can't reduce me to a mere rabbit, man. Come on. But so I stepped on something squishy, right? And I look down, and it looks like a piece of rice. Like maybe a longer piece of, maybe like some jasmine rice or something, right? So hair? No! No! Listen. I cannot confirm or deny that there is not a rabbit tail behind me because you can't see it. And you can't see a cat tail either. Milo, hello! How's it going? Hopefully you're having a good day. Far, did I ask if you're having a good day? Hopefully you're having a good day. For some reason, I always do like every other person. I'm just like, hey, do you have a good day? I need to like, just like squish the part of my brain that asks if they're having a good day. You know, I actually don't do that in real life. In real life, I just kind of don't say anything. You hit 100? Nice! Good job. But, okay, so if you guys aren't eating anything, don't, or just like put down the fork or the spoon or whatever. Don't eat anything just yet. Because when I look down, after putting the towel in place under the door, I look down after stepping on something squishy, and it looks like a piece of jasmine rice. Kinda long, whitish, milky colored, let's say. Alright. And I look at it for a solid 5 to 10 seconds before it wiggles. And I'm just like, no, fuck no. I can't deal with this shit. It fucking wiggled. Like, holy, I'm getting like the fucking goosebumps on me. We're so cheapy. It's getting liked on a lot. Nice. Good job. Okay. I don't know, it feels kind of awkward if I just randomly say, I'm proud of you. Even though I kind of am. I should, you know what? Put aside the, what's it called? What's the thing? Inhibitions? The things that, like, make you not do something because it's embarrassing or whatever? Good job, Milo. You did good on that. Anyways, I need to talk about maggots now because I had to deal with maggots recently because it was horrible. Holy shit. There were like 20 of them, right? They were like fucking nesting in my towel because it was like wet and soft. It was horrible. But so the reason after... the reason... You know, after I disposed of all the maggots and shit, I figured out why there were so many maggots, right? And it wasn't me. I can promise you that. No, movies just was Bullet Train. It is amazing. It's so good. Bullet Train is one of the best probably top. I keep on wanting to say top 10 action movies for me, but I also want to say like top 12 or top 15. For sure, definitely top 15 action movies. It's really good. But so the reason I had maggots though, like a few months ago, was because that roommate, the fucking dirtiest motherfucker, right? They they just dumped like an entire thing of curry and rice in the trash can. And when I was like taking out the trash where all the maggots were, it accidentally scraped on the ground and opened up, and I just saw this hunk of like curry and rice just on the fucking sidewalk. With but like 90% of the fucking curry was just maggots. I was vomiting and shit. I was like, ugh. I was like, I'm nearly vomiting just telling this story. But because I had to go through that, and because I'm a streamer, now you guys have to listen to it. That's the rules. That's how life works. Ugh. My like fucking throat's closing up because I'm talking about it. It's horrible. It was horrible. Um yeah, I sprayed them with Raid for air insects. Because, listen, I had a lot of flies, but I didn't have any maggots, so I just had Raid for, like, flies and shit, right? So I sprayed them a fuck ton with Raid, with bleach, and with... What is that? Like a fucking air freshener thing? I don't know the brand. But I sprayed them until there was just a fucking puddle of chemicals that they were in. And they're still moving, and I'm just like, holy shit, you guys are resilient fuckers. I resorted to having to put on my hiking boots and just squishing them. Graceful's a story I made that's lore is so deep and insane. It's like SCP Lovecraftian analog horror and goofy characters all in one story. That sounds pretty cool. Honestly, Lovecraftian stories are always really nice. Like, I don't know. I feel like there should be more Lovecraftian movies, right? Or sorry, scratch that. There should be more good Lovecraftian movies. While kid I helped at farms. I don't want to scare you with maggots. I'm expressing my trauma onto the chat. That's what I'm doing. Oh my god, I can't. I need to take a drink. I don't know, man. Listen, I'm just not fond of like bugs or anything like that. And after that, definitely not. Didn't someone say that like there was a way to take out all the mosquitoes in like a region or something? But like it would end up killing off a bunch of different parts of the ecosystem. Listen, I'm just saying, you know, us humans don't benefit from mosquitoes probably, so like, you know, loan less bugs to deal with. But in terms of Lovecraftian, because obviously with Lovecraftian stories you have HP Lovecraft stuff. Don't talk about his cat. I'm sure you have a lot of there's a lot of books that are Lovecraftian in nature. But like the only things I can think about are the movies. Because there's Annihilation, there's Color Out of Space, which is based off of HP Lovecraft stuff. There's Underwater, which was directly based off of Cthulhu, because the fucking director said it, even though he shouldn't have, because it would have been bare mystery. Even though it's so obviously Cthulhu. There was, The Gods of the Deep or something like that. I don't know, there's this low-budget, like, horror film I watched recently. I think it was called Gods of the Deep. But, like, I don't know, it started off decent, and then kind of ended off like, okay, well, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Actually, I think the worst, because like it wasn't a great movie, but like the worst part was probably the middle. The ending wasn't that bad. I wouldn't recommend it though. I would recommend Annihilation. Hate the characters, love the concepts. What? And Color Out of Space, the one with Nick Cage, right, which is the newer one. That's a... There's an older one, I think, but I haven't seen that. What other Lovecraftian things are there? There's... What's that one anime about Nyarlathotep? It's like something Nyaruko? I don't know, but that exists. It exists. You know? Anyways, we need more Lovecraft. We need more cosmic horror in our movies. Well, in our good movies, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't know. That's what I'll say on that. I take another sip of my concoction. Yeah. I'm pretty thankful that there's no more bug stories I have, because, like, that happened, like, 2 months ago. No more bug stories yet. Anyway, playing aside the bugs, why don't we play? Alright. So. Well, Lovecraftian movies mostly suck because it's too visual. The imagination which scares you. That's true, because, like, the movie Bird Box, right? The movie Bird Box, the creatures themselves are kind of like cosmic horror, where if you look at them, it turns you mad, and then you endify yourself. The AI edition is worse also. Hi. Hello! How are you doing? Hopefully you're having a good day. AI addition to what though? Wait, how Imperial? How is OP? You say that. You say Mume is OP. But here's the thing, right? Yes, but also for money, no. For money, you go Iris. Now people have made like their 3 million coin run or whatever with Iris. You need some fucking luck to get the greed stamp immediately. So in this game there's stamps. You can collect 3 of them at a time, and you can switch them out or upgrade them. And one of them's the greed stamp. The greed stamp has a chance of dropping coins whenever you hit an enemy with your main weapon. Iris has the best chance of that because her Nephilim Blast is... I don't know, it like fires 8 shots and pierces through all enemies. Is your mic okay or is it my headphones? I don't know if my mic is okay. I need someone to tell me if my mic is okay. I tested out like 40 times earlier cuz like it was like messing up with Discord or something. I have no idea. Hopefully it's fine now with Discord. I don't know how... Like, I recorded a few things with OBS. But... Sounds weird. Yeah, I do tend to sound weird. I don't know. It could also be that there's a huge-ass fan next to me that's, like... at work. Right now. Sounds a bit more used than usual. Bit more used? What does that mean? Let me fiddle with this. Let me move around some wires real quick. I had to move my mic recently, but like... I think I'm on like... I think I put it on like a table that has a slant. Because it keeps on like turning away from me. Sounds like a refrigerator mixed with your voice. Oh, that right there is proof enough that I should just like become a cyborg. After stream clean contacts. Contacts? Like my eyes? Oh no. Sorry, I was taking out the little fuzzy bit. Oh no. Which way? Which way? This? 1? Or 2? 1? Or 2? You guys ever have those fucking eye doctors do that for you? Anyway, which sound better? 1 or 2? The fucking fiddle with this fucker. 1? That makes more sense, considering it's the front of the microphone. Metallic part of the cable maybe took a bit of dirt. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I would definitely have to fiddle with that later. Because I am not fucking with a microphone now. Listen, microphones are such a pain in the ass to deal with, okay? Like, as a non-audio person who has no idea about, like, any audio, I don't like dealing with a microphone. Just, like, plug it in, it's fine. But now I have, like, because before, like, you would have the gaming headset, right? You'd be playing with your friends because well, specifically me, right? I would be playing with my friends. I wouldn't be streaming because I wasn't a streamer then, right? I'd be playing Paladins because I'm a fucking nerd. I'd be playing Paladins, and I would use a gaming headset. Pain, why do you put your mic there? But you would use a gaming headset. You just plug it, you just fucking use it, you know? Microphone's right there. You flick it up and down. I don't know what is that a curse? Is that like some sort of like evil demon spell? I don't know what that is. What does that even mean? Bored. Okay, I thought you were trying to get me to like summon something. I don't know, man. Like, I don't... Listen, I just watched The Evil Dead, okay? Well, I watched 60% of The Evil Dead, which means I need to finish it, actually. Search it up? I don't know. I don't know. Do I wanna? I don't know. But it used to be so easy because I just had a gaming headset and I had a little mic attached to it and you could flick it up and down until it broke. And then mine eventually did break. Not because I flicked it up and down a lot, but because I kept on dropping them on hard surfaces. So you could in the gaming headset, you would just like see the fucking batteries because everything else that would like cover it up would break. So you could just take out the batteries of that fucker. But it used to be so easy. And then that's when I upgraded to an actual microphone. But you had to get a power source for it, right? You had to plug it in using an XLR cord into a power thing, and then plug that into an outlet and the computer. Any news about HOLOCURE 0.7? Yes. Yeah. So there are two characters. Which are two definite characters, which are Pekora, Yusada Pekora, and Shiranui Flare. Right? You can see it on the HOLOCURE Twitter account. They like take little screenshots now and then. I think they're actually due for another character update. What's this game about? Basically, you choose any of these characters. These are actual VTubers, right? Who are what's the count? I think it's so 10 times would be 2,000, 100, 20,000, 1,000, 200,000. Most these VTubers are about 10,000 times more popular than me. You want sheep? I don't think Watame is being... Because Watame is... Because they're going by generation order, right? So that means... Jesus, I can't do that. Where's the wiki? Let's see it. So, turn my microphone because it keeps on turning away from me. It hates me. So the next set we have is Usada Pekra, Shiranui Flare, Shirogane Noel, and Hosho Marine. Will you do a face reveal? No! Terrible question to ask. And don't ever visit me in real life. That's a bad idea. That means I can sue you and win. And, oh, actually, they might do Watame. Started with Ian. Okay, yes, they did, but it's because, you know, fans of Ian first, right? But so, they're definitely doing Hololive 3rd generation. But next, it's possible they could do Watame, because she's in 4th generation. So they're definitely doing 3rd generation JP. And they have 5 more characters after that, right? Which means they could do Hololive JP Generation 4. Bye-bye, Beans. Have a good day. They could do Hololive JP 4th generation. Or they could do, which is more unlikely, they could do Hololive English Generation 3, right? So that's like, you know, 3rd generation of JP and 3rd generation of English. Do I think that they're actually going to do an English version? I don't know. It'd be cool, but like, you know, you wouldn't have your Watame. Also, new Ian Gen is kind of nice. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Honestly, to me though, it's crazy how, like, was it Elizabeth Bloodflame Roseblood or something like that? Listen, I cannot remember her name. She has like 3 whole words in there, right? But she's done like so many, like she's just sang so many times on stream. It's wild. Pink Panther's your favorite? Pink Panther's a good choice. Yeah, but see, so I think it's more likely that they'll have generations 3 and 4 for JP add into this game. Color Irby as others. That makes sense. Elizabeth Rose Bloodfight. Rose something. Anyways. Yeah, herb. I feel like I was talking about something else. What was I talking about? There's like this little itch that's telling me I need to remember something. I can't remember what it was. Was it about movies? Could have been about movies. I don't know if it was about movies. Oh no. Anyways. Let's choose a character. So just put them being called Hololive EU. Well, they pretty much are, though, you know. They're... Because, like, wasn't Kiara the only one from, Europe at first? Probably? I don't know. She? Oh, wait, they're on the fucking screen. Okay. Australian... Yeah, okay, so Kiara was only one until... Wait, but Gen 3 has... No, okay. Yeah, no, so Gen 4 is the first one that has, like, a British person, another German speaker, some other ones. So yeah, they pretty much are EU. Let's choose... Oh, okay. I haven't played as Crony yet. Perfect! Right there, down the line. My favorite Sana. The area of effect is super good. And we'll just start off slow. Pretty simple, I would say. But yeah, out of all the Devil Survivor games, I feel like this one is just the best. Because it gives you more freedom to do what you want. And because they include... Honestly, even if they're exactly the same, but HOLOCURE had the anvil system, HOLOCURE would be a lot better. Alright. And it's not even just about the being able to upgrade things with an anvil that drops. But when you're combining two weapons together, using a golden anvil, it's a lot better than Vampire Survivors. Because Vampire Survivors, you have to kill a boss, and then it drops a chest, and then maybe, if you have the right requirements, it could give you a merged weapon. And I'm just like, what's the point of, like, you know, trying to think about, oh, you know, I have to save this chest so that I can get a merged weapon. HOLOCURE just, like, gives you a golden anvil, and they're like, here you go, pal. You earned it. I'm just like, I did earn it, didn't I? You know, I managed to get... I don't know, how much is it? It's like 7 levels per weapon, so it's like you managed to get 14 levels for the merged weapon. You know? You should be rewarded for that. And I mean, yeah, you know, HOLOCURE is inherently a simple, easy game. Cause like, I feel like you wouldn't call HOLOCURE difficult, right? How about the super merged weapons? See, that's even better, cause like, Vampire Survivors doesn't have that. I don't think. Probably not. They have a lot of collabs and shit. Like, they had the Among Us collab, and they're having something else happen at some point. I don't know if they have it ready. But, like, I don't have the super weapons. I'm actually hoping that they have at least 2 more super weapons in the next update. Because we only have 4. We only have 4 right now. You know, it'd be nice. Because, like, well, we have, like, the food one, right? We have the frozen one. We got the fire beam one, which is the one I'm aiming for right now. We've got... Wait, what's the last one is the music one. Yeah. Playing board on... It looks... That is true. Yeah, I don't know. I really like the helicopter and bomb merge. I forget what that's called, but I really like it. I accidentally got it. Like, it's fucked up. I didn't mean to pick it up. But like, oh, and also the fact that a level 7 weapon gets awakened, or for your main weapon gets awakened, so much nicer. Alright. Because these shrimps are orange, does that mean that they're cooked already? Because aren't the majority of... Oh, that's a stamp. Because aren't the majority of, like, shrimps gray-ish? But then when they're cooked, they're, like, reddish and orangey. So am I just, like... Am I killing skeletons and dead shrimp? I never thought this hard into it. And then these guys are wearing the halos, so they must be... I'm just killing dead fans. The more I think about this, the more... I don't know how I feel about this. At least the chickens aren't dead, though. Although they're going to be, because they're going to be used in the restaurant, actually. I don't know. Nurse Horn's always my pick. See, Nurse Horn would be my pick, except for the fact that, you know, the first two stages, the third stage is debatable. I don't know. I need something bright in my face. Well, whatever. The third stage is debatable, right? But I know in the first two stages, because I upgrade the stats, I'm not gonna die, right? My stats are too high. And that's probably my hubris talking. But my hubris for stage 1 and stage 2 are right. Is there actually a way for me to... Wait. Let me do this real quick. Because if I can... If I can brighten up the screen just a little bit. Oh wait, I didn't save it. Oops. Hit save. Oh, no. Cancel. Ah! Alright. Hello, how's it going? Hopefully your day is going well, having a good day. I'm trying to figure out how to brighten my face. I don't know, that sounds so weird. I don't know, I guess some people would have like a ring light or something like that. I don't know. But... Oh wait. What if I do this, will it work? Is it just work? Is it working now? I'm reflecting light through a flashlight on my phone. Okay, this sounds really scuffed, right? But I'm currently turn on the flashlight on my phone, point it at the screen. The screen is kind of reflect. Thanks for subscribing. I got so confused. I looked around my entire room before looking at the screen. Thanks for subscribing, Sacred Lotus. Should I call you Sacred or Lotus? But so I have the flashlight turned on my phone, and then I put my phone next to a mug to stand it up, and the flashlight's pointing at the screen that's hopefully kind of reflecting the light back at me. Actually, you know what? I think I could just turn on one of the lights. I probably should have done that in the first place. Okay, that actually works. Why didn't I think of that? Lotus works? That's good. Okay. So hopefully you're doing well, Lotus. I completely forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, aren't most of these fans like dead though? Because like I'm killing the skeletons, I'm killing octopi that have halos over their head. The shrimps are orange already, so that means they're cooked already. Alright. Well, do you know the cost of different... I was never much of a flower person myself. I am how far have you gotten? How far have I gotten in the game? I have gotten to... I've unlocked every character. Okay, so, funny story. I was one achievement away from beating this game, right? And that achievement was get all the achievements, right? And then I was like, you know what? Just for stream, I'm going to reset all my progress. And so here I am with all my progress reset. Because I have so much fun doing this to myself. I don't know, it's like whenever I'm reading a manga, right? And it's like, oh yeah, you know, this manga, it only updates like once every few months, and then you like put it off for a little while, And then you get back into it and you're like, oh, how's it going? And then there's like 50 more chapters. When the last time you read it only had 10. And then you're just like, what the fuck? There's 60 chapters now. And then you have to reread it from the first chapter to figure it out because you don't remember any of those first 10 chapters. That's exactly what I did with One Piece. I was on chapter 800, man, and I started back at chapter 1. And now I'm on chapter 1000 something. And I've done that with other games before. Like, you know. They're looking dead because they have no life. The design... Is it the designers? That makes sense, though. Because the chickens are about to die, though, right? They're gonna be sacrificed as food for the restaurant. And then you got the ugly bubbas come in later. Right. Oh! Perfect. Yeah. I don't really need the money right now, but I sure would love some. I just bit the shit out of my tongue, or like the side of my mouth when I said that. Ah. Oh, but yeah, I also, cause I reset the progress in HOLOCURE, and then I also reset the progress in... I'll get this one. I haven't used it very much. And then I also reset my progress in Vampire Survivors, which was a huge mistake. Don't ever do that. Because Vampire Survivors is way harder to get back to if you're playing it. Because like HOLOCURE is more fun in my opinion, and it's just easier to get back into. And then I'm over there struggling with Vampire Survivors. I'm just like, why? Why did I do this to myself? Also, congrats, we both survived to the final One Piece arc. Is it the final One Piece arc? I feel like just by reading it, I feel like it is the final one because they're building up to something, right? They're going over like, this is going to end the world type of situation, right? That's basically how it feels, right? They're learning about the final bosses. They're getting more, like, pretty much getting all the information in the 100-year gap. Well, actually, not a lot of it, but, like, you know, they're getting, like, 10% of the information from the 100-year gap. And it just feels like it was confirmed that it's a final One Piece arc. As sad as it is, I feel like it does make sense to end it. Because... listen, it should end. Like, not as it's bad, because it's good, right? But, like, a good ending a good ending can make a series great. Right? You just need to figure out when to end it. Which is a problem that a lot of TV shows nowadays have. Because they just don't know when to end it. Like, I mean, I guess some things don't ever need to end, but, like... Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. That was a good TV show. Ended after 2 seasons. You know? They understood. Ended there. And it was a damn good ending. Which left on a cliffhanger. So it could continue. But it fucking didn't. And I'm so sad. Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Fucking best Scooby-Doo. You cannot change my mind. I want it continued. God. Because now they have a fucking second season of Velma? Come on, man. It's not saying it's good, at least it'll not fun. Yeah. Yeah. You just gotta, you know... It's like, a lot of the good stuff has ended, right? Like, the first... Well, Naruto's ended, you know. I'm not gonna talk about Boruto. We're not gonna talk about Boruto. Naruto's ended, right? And that was a good ending for him. I'm not paying attention to Boruto. I stopped at chapter 7. You cannot get me to pay attention to that thing. Also, only updates like once a month. Let's see, what else was ended? Nagatoro ended recently. right? And it was a pretty good ending. They just need to understand, like, a good ending, I guess, right? Because, like, imagine if Lord of the Rings just kept on going after the third movie, right? Like, would that be good for Lord of the Rings to keep on going after the third movie? No. If they had a fourth movie, it would just be them sailing to Valinor, right? Just them on a boat. And then probably Samwise Gamgee writing a book, right? You gotta know when to end. Whenever I drink, I always feel like a fucking hamster that's like tilting my head up looking at the water thing. Sometimes it's better to stop at peak than live long enough to become a drink. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know? Doctor Who's lived long enough. And look at what Doctor Who's become. I need to have a stream where I'm just talking about Doctor Who. The good, the bad, the worse. Mostly just the good, though. You know, Doctor Who's built a lot of goodwill towards me. Well, New Who. But, like, you know, we don't talk about New Who. What else has gone long enough? What just keeps what's a series that just keeps on going? Game of Thrones ended. Has Steven Universe ended? I hope that thing ended. Rings of Power. No, Rings of Power is a prequel, and also doesn't follow the canon at all. So get that out of the way. You know, I fucking sat through all of that thing. It's like 3 hours an episode, right? It's awful. I don't understand why it exists. Well, I mean, I guess I do because money, but like, the budget for Lord of the Rings was like less than a single episode. I'm fairly certain, or at least it was on par with a single episode. But they went and made, like, a lot of episodes of that thing. And they were horrible. Just take a look at the armor, man. Okay, so, Lord of the Rings. The armor, right? The armor was so good because it was forged, it was crafted, and it's like, it's like, you could wear that thing. Like, it'd probably not be too great in battle, but, like, you could definitely wear it, right? But Rings of Power just looks like it's made of plastic. Like, they bend, and, like, they're thin and weak looking, you know? It's bland. Steven Universe did end. I'll be honest, here's a hot take. I didn't like Steven Universe. I could never get into it. I didn't like Steven. You know, he wasn't very relatable to me. He was dumb. Like, I don't know what else to say. I don't know. There are 2 shows in Cartoon Network I never got into. That was Steven Universe, and that was Clarence. Clarence was also dumb. What did I get into? The Amazing World Gumball. Yes, Gumball is dumb, but it's funny dumb. Rings of Power, bad example. Hobbit wasn't necessary. No. Yeah, well, you're right. It didn't need 3 parts, and it definitely drags a lot. But I can kind of see why it wasn't 1 movie. I feel like it could have done as 2 movies, right? Definitely not as 3 movies. 2 movies, right? Like, if you had The Journey to the Mountain as 1 movie, and then you had encountering, then defeating Smaug plus the army in the 2nd movie, right? Journey, battle. I'm doing hand gestures. You guys can't see this, but just imagine I'm blocking out the air. That doesn't make sense. I'm blocking out the air, though. Turning into little chunks that make a little bit more sense. But, like, I can see why it wasn't 1 movie. That's what I'm saying. But well, I don't know what. What about all those like soap dramas, soap, soap things? Right? Aren't there like too many soap things now? There's like. Okay, listen. I could not list them off. Like, I don't watch them. This is how you know I don't watch soap operas. That's what it is. Well, Steven Universe was an okay series, but what I really liked was the last season. The character after happy ending, then cringe. The character after the happy ending was. I'll have to check that out. Maybe. I don't know. It's not like I hated Steven Universe. It's just I didn't like it, right? Like, because I also didn't like regular show, which is hot take, but like I didn't like it. I actually don't know why I didn't like regular show. Adventure Time I could watch occasionally, especially the longer Adventure Time goes, the more I'm able to watch it. But the beginning of Adventure Time is kind of harder for me to watch. I don't know. The Amazing World Gumball was just so much easier to watch. I'm talking about this as when I was a kid, right? Like a little youngling. No, you could probably like small enough where you could kick me, right? I mean, it would probably hurt, and you probably couldn't punt me, but like it would hurt. But like I would just be watching Gumball. That's like all Gumball and Mystery Incorporated. Those are like the two things I would watch. Right? And then Mystery Incorporated ended because it only lasted 2 seasons and was like, I don't know, like 40 episodes long or something like that. Gumball though, and it has an ending. And then they said they were going to make a movie, but we have no news about the movie. So, is there really going to be a movie? I don't know. Do I think Gumball... Okay, here's my take, right? Do I think Gumball should be continued? I want it to be continued, but I'm not sure if they can do it well. Because, like, you know how things have been being rebooted all the time? And it's like, oh, well, there's a new Fairly Odd Parents and a new Powerpuff Girls and all that jazz, right? And I'm just like looking at some of them, like specifically the new Ben 10. I'm just looking at it. I'm just like, wow, this is what kids are into now, I guess. I don't know, man. They made it more like child friendly, but like in a not good way. I'm insulting them, is what I'm trying to say. They made it more child friendly. Best cartoon I saw was released this year, X-Men 97. Well, I still didn't watch that. I still didn't watch that. Holy shit. I've just been going through Netflix and like Max and shit like that. I've just been watching movies. I need to get back. Actually, I did watch a series. I finished a series yesterday, actually. That series was The Brother's Son on Netflix. It was actually pretty good. I liked it. Pretty good. Pretty good, for the most part. Obviously, there's parts that are just not funny and kind of boring. But like, I don't know. Overall, I think The Brother's Son was good. The Brother's Son, SUN, was good. Right? Because it's about like Taiwanese gangs. But like going to LA because of various reasons and shit. And like 2 brothers were reunited, the brother's son, because that's their last name. They're reunited and all that jazz. But I thought it was good. Episode 4 was a little difficult to watch, I think. No, episode 5 maybe? Episode 4. The middle part of episode 4. I don't know. They like to add, I will say, they like to add action scenes in every single episode. It's really nice. First episode has 3 action scenes. And they're all really good. I really like them. Because it's not like the close-up shots where they're just like cutting all the time. It's like obviously it's not one take action, but like it's the very minimal cuts in action, which is really nice. Actually, I don't even know if I've watched any X-Men animated shows. I think I think there's actually only two Marvel animated shows I've watched, which were The Ultimate Spider-Man, um, and that one Iron Man series where the main villain was the Mandarin, and he was like, trying to gather his 10 rings like a classic Mandarin. Um, I don't think there was anything else. I think I watched like a few episodes of Spidey and Friends or something like that, where it's like Spider-Man, um, Iceman, it maybe his name, um, the fire person. Was it just those three? He doesn't have many friends. Spidey and Friends, only two friends. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even say I watched more DC animated shows, because the only DC animated show I watched was Batman Beyond. I didn't even finish that, which I probably should, because I heard it was good. Yeah. Oh no. Ooh, there was also Young Justice, but like Young Justice was like, I don't know. When they got into like the relationship drama, I think with like Starfire and was it Young Justice or was it a different version of Teen Titans? Shit, I don't remember. Um, when it got boring. Her name was Firestar. That's what it was. I was thinking to include the names or the word star, but I wasn't sure. I was like fire or like Starheart. I don't know. Firestar. That makes sense. Spider-Man 9, Spider-Man 2012, Agents of Smash. Hmm. I'm still actually trying, because I heard Tremors had a TV show, right? But like, I haven't been able to get my hands on the TV show yet. I've been trying to figure out like if it actually exists, but like, I don't know. I have a DVD because like randomly when I was walking in it was either a Walmart or a Target, right? Or maybe it was something else. I don't remember. But when I was walking in one of them, I on a DVD shelf, I just randomly saw Starfire's DC. I know Starfire's from DC. Um, yeah, they really just switched the names there, right? Firestar and Starfire. Weird. But randomly, when I was walking down one of the aisles in the DVD section, I was like, wait, just a moment. I recognize that cover. And I turn like 270 degrees for no reason. And I look, and there's just a DVD of Tremors. But it includes movies 1 through 7. All 7 movies. And I'm just like, holy shit. And I bought it. I just had to buy it. So I bought it. And now I have them. Batman Beyond made you hate the Flash? Yeah, but I also feel like the recent Flash movie would also make you hate Flash. Or just... Who's the guy who keeps on getting in trouble with the law, even though he's like the Flash? Is it Ezra Miller? I don't remember. Listen, it's difficult as is for me to remember actors' names, okay? I think is it Ezra Miller? I really don't know. I'm just gonna assume it's that. Actually, I probably shouldn't assume in case I got the wrong name. Anyway, hopefully I got the right name. Was there? No. This was the first and only Flash movie, right? Because, like, the other ones that he appeared in was the Justice League, right? Man, DC tried really hard with the Justice League. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Like, DC and Marvel nowadays are just kind of, like, floundering, I guess. Cause I don't know if DC, cause DC hired what's his name, the guy who did the new Suicide Squad. I for some reason I thought of the name Justin Timberlake, but I feel like he's a singer. Um, holy shit, why can't James Gunn? That's right. Why did I think Justin Timberlake? All right, because it starts with a J for the first name. No, but so they hired James Gunn to do the new stuff, but it's gonna be like a lot of like minor characters or something. That's exactly the fail of the Flash movie. DC canceled Batman Beyond. There's a Batman Beyond movie. Maybe okay. It's Ezra Miller. James Gunn. Yep, it's James Gunn. Yeah, they hired James Gunn to do stuff, so now he's gonna do stuff, right? So we'll see how that turns out. Hopefully it's good. I don't know. He did a good job with Suicide Squad though. But I think we all know that James Gunn's works are rather comedic, so I doubt there's going to be a lot of like harsh tones and like dark things happen. Well, like there's gonna be dark, but it'll probably be mostly comedy. I feel for those movies, which can be good, yes, but should you have comedy in all DC movies? Probably not. So I don't know how those are going, because he did Guardians of the Galaxy and did really well with Guardians of the Galaxy. He did Scooby Doo. You know, the one movie with Scrappy Doo, and he made everyone hate Scrappy Doo. His crowning achievement: I'm gonna make everyone hate Scrappy Doo. And then I'm sure he did other movies. I can't remember what other movies he did. Yeah. You know, I will say though, of the recent DC movies, Blue Beetle wasn't bad. I don't know why people were hating on it so much. Like it was generic and it was like, you know, the usual superhero stuff, but it wasn't bad. It just wasn't great. Jameson, I'm here to do some DC movies. Hello, That's exactly it, though, right? Because they're like, James Gunn movies are succeeding. We're not succeeding. Let's wrangle him. You know? And then Marvel's out there. Okay, let's be honest. Deadpool and Wolverine was really good. Right? I doubt Deadpool and Wolverine can bring it all back. You know, it's like the start of a new generation. Everything's gonna be good again. I don't think so. Right? I do think that because of Deadpool and Wolverine, there's going to be more good stuff though. But there's still going to be bad stuff. Because, well, you know, we are going to have bad stuff. That's just how life works, right? You got the Eternals. I never liked the Eternals. I really couldn't get into it. The Marvels, I couldn't get into it. Listen, I tried watching both those movies. They're hard to watch, man. Was it Secret Invasion? That was hard to watch. I think I got most of the way through. He's gotten work for Marvel, so I think he knows how build a cinematic universe with all experience. I think so too. The thing is, everyone needs to actually work together though, which is difficult, right? Because you're always adding in new people. But I feel like they just need to make like a fucking Google Doc that has all the parameters of like different things, right? Because like with the Eternals in Marvel, so let's talk about Marvel, right? With Marvel in the Eternals, at the end of the movie, they have a giant celestial sticking out of the ocean, right? Kind of weird. nobody's mentioning that except for the Eternals, right? They need to, like, you know, align their works better if they want to do a cinematic universe. Or, which is a better idea, what I'm going to say, do local stuff. If you just do stuff on a more local scale, then you're not gonna have multiple world-ending events threatening each other, you know? Like, just have, like, some villain wants to take out, like, a town or something, or, like, wants to turn the town into, like, a fucking asylum or something, right? And the hero has to stop him. And it's just only in that town, right? I feel like that'd be a good movie. It's like Escape from New York, except, you know, superheroes. Unless the guy didn't have a superpower. Like, if he was the Punisher and he had to do that. Right? Which reminds me, I should rewatch... I say rewatch. I haven't even watched the majority of the Punisher series, but I should watch that. But, like, I don't know. I feel like they could definitely benefit from making, like, a little Google Doc that's like, yeah, so I just put a celestial in the ocean, so you're gonna have to deal with that now, right? And then the next person down the list is gonna be like, well, fuck, man, what the fuck did you do to the ocean? It's like a new continent over there, right? Earth's gravity is gonna get a little fucked up. It's gonna be like Moonfall, but like, well, yeah, I guess it'll be like Moonfall. MC is getting tired. Maybe it's better to stop. ESM Murphy characters. Yes, but also no. Here's what I'm saying no, right? MCU needs to slow down. It's old now. Like an old man, you know, it's not bad. It's just old, right? You need to give people little bits of it, you know? Rejuvenate yourself by giving out good movies, and then people will be like, "You know what? I want to see another Avengers movie." You know, you got to build up because, like, right now, I don't think people really want to see an Avengers movie where it includes, I don't know, who the fuck are the Avengers now? Because Iron Man and Captain America are down. So you have Thor, and Spider-Man's to be determined too, right? So you have Thor, Hulk, Hawkeye, Black Widow died, so Thor, Hulk, Hawkeye. I guess it's now time for Shuri to take over as the Black Panther. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like yes, the second Black Panther movie was good. But it was also kind of dumb. I'm not sure if I ran about this yet, but I feel like it's pretty easy to take out the Atlanteans, or whatever Namor's people, the fish people, right? I think it's pretty easy to take them out. The reason being, you either electrify or poison your water. The Wakandans can do it. I know they can. And then they could probably filter out pretty easily. It's going to destroy some of their crops, yes, but like, right there. Copyright on Hulk is in universe, so may cause trouble. So then you just got, like, you know, those few. Also, I will say Ironheart, I didn't like her. The fact that she was just like, yeah, you know, I have an Iron Man suit now. I'm like 20. And I'm over here like, I didn't have an Iron Man suit when I was 20. What the fuck are you doing? You're no Tony Stark. You know, Tony Stark fucking did time travel without the Infinity Stone. Right? I don't know. Like, I guess if they're basing it off, like, using new technology to make it. But, like, even that, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. When I was just watching Ironheart is Mercy at maximum point. That's my point. Like, it's just like it pisses me off how she acts, right? Because she made an Iron Man suit, gained the trust of Wakandans, helped the Wakandans defeat the fish people, and then I don't know what she did other than that. Listen, I'll be honest, I was not paying attention to her at all. I think she avoided the cops at one point. But like, yeah. I don't know. I would be excited to see more Deadpool in movies, though. But I feel like the unfortunate thing about it, though, with Deadpool, is that Deadpool serves as a main character, right? And he's always going to have the main character. Like, some people have said, I'm not some people. Some people have said that in the comics, Deadpool plays a secondary role. I'm sure he does in some of them, but like the ones I've read, he definitely does not. Like the one where he goes against the Skrulls and the Deadpool Trilogy. Those are pretty much the only two comics I've read of him, because those are the only two ones I own. But because he can break the fourth wall, and because he's overpowered as shit, right? He really can't be in a movie as like a sidekick, right? Because if you name a movie like Hawkeye and Deadpool, Deadpool's gonna steal the show unless you like, you know, take his name out of the title, only add him in for like 15 minutes. Hope the rebirth of X-Men and Fantastic Four will be successful. That's true, yeah. They're bringing back Robert Downey Jr. to play Doctor Doom, though, and I'm just like... My mom, like, went up the stairs, knocked on my door, and was like, did you know that, Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doctor Doom? And I was like, that's gonna be confusing as shit! But I will say, if they bring back Chris Evans as the Human Torch, I feel like that could be an interesting dynamic from them going as Iron Man and Captain America to Doctor Doom and Human Torch. That'll be a different angle for the two of them. But like, I don't know. I'm feeling it's confusing, right? At the very least, though, it's nice to see that they're more open to playing characters that they haven't been playing for the last like 20 years. Because yeah, I don't know. I feel like because of the success too of Deadpool and Wolverine, that Deadpool's now more of like, he's more important to Marvel now, I feel. I don't know. Well, hopefully he is, right? He's my favorite Marvel character. He's been my favorite Marvel character since before the fucking movies, right? But I don't know. We'll see where it goes though. And if it's bad, then, you know, we can blame it on the fucking Marvel shtick of pretty much everything past Phase 4 was done and dead and boring. Alright, or bad. Some things are just bad. Alright. And if it does well, that's pretty good. And then we have something to watch now. I'll be honest. Not a lot of interest in movies coming out nowadays. You know, there's some of them, right? There's some movies. You know, actually, also, I recently watched Becky, at The Wrath of Becky, and I actually highly recommend watching them. They're pretty good movies. I was surprised. I was randomly, like, scrolling through shit, and I was just like, what's Becky? What's The Wrath of Becky? What the fuck is this? They're good movies. The first one is basically Home Alone, but, like, more violent and John Wick-like. And less annoying child protects the house. Both rated R. Both pretty good. I think the first one is still better than the second one, but like... And hopefully there's a third one. I don't know what it would be, though. Becky, The Wrath of Becky. The Revenge of Becky? I don't know. I'm hoping it'll be good, and hopefully they do make another one. Because I think it's like a low-budget movie. But like, they're pretty good. I don't know, there's also, because... It's kind of like how video games... There's a lot more indie companies making good video games because the AAA companies are, like, rolling out these expensive as shit things, right? It's kind of like that for movies now, too, right? There's, like, big companies like, oh, you know, Disney's gonna do something, right? They're gonna do something so big, and then it flops, and they wasted a ton of money. But, like, you know, the new people on the block, they're doing something. Like making Becky and The Wrath of Becky. The Wrath of Becky came out in 2023. So hopefully they're making another one. Oh, what else was... Wait, I need to click on over to my movie list. Let's see. Were there any actual... As I was speaking, I coughed. There was actually a... I should continue playing. But there was a recent movie that came out that I saw like the trailer of like twice, and then nobody ever talked about it ever, right? But I watched Abigail, the one about the... 'cause, listen, I don't think it's spoilers if I say this, because they explicitly showed it in the trailers, which they really shouldn't, because I fucking hate when they do that. They just like say it, right? But it's basically these guys kidnap a little girl, but she's a vampire, and now they need to survive. And it was a pretty decent movie. It wasn't the greatest, but like it was pretty fun to watch, right? I feel like there's something else. What's it? Wait, I shouldn't do. Oh my god! Did you guys? Any of you guys see the fucking new Wizard of Oz Wicked movie that's coming out? The trailer. Any of you see the trailer? I was forced to see the trailer when I was in the theaters for Deadpool and Wolverine. Motherfucker, let me tell you, that trailer showed like everything. That trailer showed beginning, middle, and end of the fucking movie. And I'm just sitting there for 3 minutes going, how long is this trailer? And why is it showing me every step of the way? Movies need to stop doing that, man. This is the reason why nowadays... I say nowadays. I started last week. Last week, I just began watching movies without reading their summaries. If the movie title was good and the genre was decent... Or wait, switch that. If the movie genre was good and the title was decent, I would hit play and see where it would go. Right? And it's led me astray multiple times, right? I'll be honest with you. That fucking... What was that movie called? The Aquarium of the Dead? Pretty shit movie. Don't watch that. Alright. Zombies? Not good. I hated watching that. I was so... Like, come on. But it has worked with Krampus, you know? I was just sitting there, I was like, you know what? You know it's perfect to watch in the middle of summer? A Christmas movie. Time to put on Krampus. Good movie. I'm planning on making that the new... Because our family... My family. Me and chat don't share a family. Hopefully not. That'd be weird. But we would always, except for last year, we would always put on A Christmas Story during Christmas. and we watched that. And I feel like it's gotten old watching it. I mean, yeah, we've been watching it for 12 years, so it probably has gotten old. And my mom keeps on wanting to get the fucking leg lamp for some reason. I don't understand why. But I feel like it's gotten old. And so after watching Krampus, I'm just like, that's gonna be the new family Christmas movie we're gonna watch every single year. Just Krampus. Just Krampus. And yeah, it's probably not a great movie to watch on Christmas, but last Christmas, instead of watching A Christmas Story, I showed some members of my family Fat Man. And let me tell you, they were not happy. I still maintain that the movie Fat Man is still fun. You know, I think it's rated R. Rated R, violent Christmas movie about Santa surviving a hitman. Pretty good movie, right? Apparently, for the rest of my family, not good enough to be the family Christmas movie, though. Like, my aunt was like, "You wasted 2 hours of my life." I'm like, "Yeah, but you say that about every movie. Like, come on. Give the fat man a chance. Santa can show you how violent he's being." You know? It was a decent movie. Krampus, though, is better, I feel like. Krampus was a better movie than Fat Man. Let me see. What other... Oh, I watched Cell. I watched Cell with Samuel L. Jackson. Not a great choice. You would think that with Samuel L. Jackson in the cast, it'd be a good movie. No. No, it wasn't. It was just people getting too addicted to their phones. Like, I know I'm simplifying it, but like that's pretty much it. It's yeah. Sorry, I was out a bit. Thunder me electricity, so I wait for internet. No, don't worry about it. I was ranting about. You can go back and listen to what I was ranting about. I was ranting about That's right. The new Wicked trailer for the Wizard of Oz movie. How it showed the beginning, middle, and end of the movie, and that it basically leaves nothing to the imagination, right? There's no curiosity there. No, now I know the movie, you know? Why would they do that to me? Right? So now I've just been watching movies without reading the summaries. If the titles are decent and the genre is good, I press play and hope. I hope that it works out. Unfortunately, today it did not, because I watched Primal with Nick Cage, and it did not. It was like, oh my god. If you ever look into today's fairy tales, I know. Oh my god. There's actually a book series called Dorothy Must Die, and I really think that should be a movie. That'd be such a good movie, because it's basically this girl who's not Dorothy winds up in Oz. Is that what the world is called? I forget what the world is called. Anyway, she ends up in not Kansas, and turns out Dorothy came back, and now she's a dictator. And her companions, the Scarecrow, the Lion, and the Tin Man, they're doing some fucked up shit now, right? And it's a trilogy book, I think, right? Book series. But it's like the Scarecrow's conducting genetic experiments on things. The Tin Man is making metal monstrosities. And I'll be honest, I don't know what the Lion's doing. The Lion's doing something. But yeah, it's a series called Dorothy Must Die. You know, make that into a movie. Make that into a trilogy. I'll be honest though, I didn't finish reading it. But after reading the first book, I do think that should be a movie. What else did I read? What else did I read? The only thing I read recently was Grimgar. else did I watch? I watched. Oh, on Netflix they have a new movie called The Land of the Bad, which was actually pretty good. I liked it. Not not in my top 10 favorite action shows. Not in my top 10 favorite action shows of all time, but like it was decent. Actually, there's an idea I heard several times now. Internet kills movies. Trailers, spoilers, reviews, no reason to watch yourself. Your thoughts? Yeah. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. So the reason why for like a whole ass week, I just wasn't on Twitter. And the only social media I use is Twitter. The rest of them I just use for group chats and shit because I'm forced to. But I was off Twitter. I would not ever talk about Deadpool and Wolverine. I was off Twitter for a week. I was like, you no spoilers, you spoil me, you're gonna end up with like a cup in your face, right? And so I survived until I watched Deadpool and Wolverine. And let me tell you, that is probably the best way to watch a modern day good movie, right? You know the movie's good. You don't want spoilers? Avoid the internet. For the love of God, don't click on any Twitter things, right? Just don't do it. Just read a book in the meantime, and then when you go to the theater, you watch it, and you're like, fuck, that was good. That was my reaction to Deadpool and Wolverine. I didn't even know about any of the cameos in Deadpool and Wolverine. I was so fucking surprised, and it was good. But yeah, I feel like the internet ruins because it spoils everything. And there's so many reviews that are coming out day of watching that I just cannot. I can't even look at the titles, right? Because that's a spoiler if it's good or bad, you know. It's like why this movie was horrible, or why this movie wants or makes me want to kick puppies, right? And then the trailers, they're just showing. A trailer should just be like 30 seconds, right? I know they want to have as much stuff, like content crammed into a single trailer to make the audience want to watch it because apparently the movie people think, oh, the audience is going to come to watch the movie because we're going to show them random scenes from the middle and end of the movie that are taken out of context. So they're going to want to watch to see those scenes in the trailer. But I'm not watching to like look at this, like compare the trailer scenes to the movie scenes. I'm watching because I want a good movie. And like I'll be honest, I feel like horror movies should stop showing character deaths unless it's in the first 10-15 minutes of the movie. I don't want to know if a character dies. Okay, I want to be fucking surprised. I want to be like, holy shit, that person, I didn't realize that person would get got, you know? But like Alien Romulus is out there like showing people getting fucking face hugged and like showing which character gets chest bursted. I'm just like, why are you doing this to me? Like, now I have that information, and now that's going to be less exciting to me. I don't know. Trailers stick to 30 seconds. 30 seconds, only first 30 minutes of the film. And if anyone tells me that there's nothing good in the first 30 minutes to put into a trailer, I'm telling you, if you cannot find anything in the first 30 minutes of your movie that's good to put in a trailer, I don't think that movie should be made, okay? Like even if it's like a fucking murder mystery, right? If it lags on for too long, you just cut it. Just cut certain parts of it, make it shorter, right? Yeah, but I feel like personally the thing I hate the most nowadays are just trailers, right? Because like in the past, the trailers would be so much shorter. They'd be interesting. They'd be at the movie theater. You'd be like, oh, what's that? That looks cool. Let's watch that movie. You know, the trailer was like 30 seconds to a minute long. And then nowadays, it's just like, when will this trailer end? It's already been 25 minutes. Where's my fucking movie, you know? Like, the Blue Beetle trailer, though. That was a good trailer, right? Shows a little bit of action. Shows a Blue Beetle doing stuff, you know? Plays good music while action is going. I also don't think it showed any of the main character deaths or what the ending was going to be like. So I think that was good on them for the trailer. I don't know, that was my whole rant. This is also actually kind of why I like watching older movies, because the trailers for older movies aren't circulating now. So I'm just like, this is perfect. Now I can watch Escape from New York because I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, you know? And then I watch it and I'm just like, holy shit. That guy, that's Snake from Metal Gear Solid. Well, that's like what Metal Gear Solid's based off of. Call me Snake. You know? I also think it's kind of weird that he wants everyone to call him Snake, but like, you know, I have no counterpoint to that, so people might as well call Snake Plissken Snake. Which reminds me, I also need to watch the second movie, Escape from LA. I might have that one. Oh no, actually. Hopefully I have it. I do not know though. But the first one was good. The first one... Okay. As much as I like older movies, right? Oh wait, that scared the fuck out of me. As much as I like older movies, the action in older movie, unless it's like a martial arts movie, the action from older movies doesn't compare to modern day action. If you've ever seen The Raid, or The Raid 2, I have not seen The Raid 2, but I've seen The Raid. Boy Kills World, John Wick, you know, shit like that. It's great. It's really good. The action is like top notch, right? But like, the further you go back in time, it's harder to do, you know, makes sense. Technology wasn't up to snuff at that point, right? I'm talking about specifically just like human on human fighting, right? So I feel like that those parts have gotten better. Especially in Boy Kills World. Boy Kills World is so good. I cannot begin to explain how good that is. Well, I could. In 2 words. Great action. There we go. I've explained it. What? I don't know. What else was it? I don't know. But older movies have that charm, you know? Like the cheesy one-liners. Say ah, motherfucker! From Leviathan. Or what'd they say at Jaws? I recently watched Jaws. I completely forgot the one-liner. It was like smile something. I forget what it was. But like the one-liners are so fun. They need to bring back bring back cheesy one-liners. Right? Think of a good pun, add it in when someone dies. Right? You know what I did watch recently? Slaughterhouse. And let me tell you, that's a pretty good movie, actually. I would recommend Slaughterhouse. But that pun, the way they use it is so It's so funny, the movie. Well, it's not so funny, but it's like, it's pretty funny. Actually, it depends on the director. Bullet Train, once more, all battles in train, but everyone is... Exactly. But here's my point. Modern day movies, in terms of action sequences, to me, are better than the older ones, right? They're more clear. They have less okay, well, good action scenes are good, right? Obviously. But I was gonna say good action scenes are good again. There's less takes, everything's more clear. You can see the entire movement of the body. It makes the action so much better, right? Actually, now that I think about it, I think there was a Bollywood movie called Kill that came out recently that also took place on a train. Not as good as Bullet Train though. Definitely not as good as Bullet Train. I will say though, if you haven't already, you should watch Nobody and you should watch Sisu. Those are good. The action is good. Sisu was just fucking insane, man. Like I don't understand how the fuck he did half of those things, but like holy shit. That guy was taken. I don't think I should be naming them on stream. You know, the enemies of Wolfenstein. And the enemies of that. Anyway. But yeah. Sisu was a good one. I prefer Nobody more to Sisu, personally. I hope they actually make a second movie for Nobody. Or of Nobody, not for Nobody. I don't know. I don't know. It just sounds weird. Repeat your words about clear vision when thinking about everyone's a bit. Oh my god, you're so right though. Well, this is why I didn't say the DC movies had good action, right? I'm just saying, but like, if you have everything take place at this is the okay. It's not just DC movies though. It's horror movies. Like, I understand why they would make it pitch black in a horror movie, but the thing about it is I want to be able to see the things that are happening, right? You just see like little faint outlines of some things and you're just like, what the fuck is happening? Who's beating up who? Right? So it's like there's two things. Yeah, there's two things that like cinematography things that take place in action scenes I don't like, which is everything is too dark to see and all the action are just close-up shots, right? It's like, I don't know, it's just not good. I don't know. But like also the reason DC was a better example of action and it's horror. Yeah, well, horror movies want to have scariness and darkness is scary, right? But like DC should absolutely light their scenes better. Like, I don't want to be looking at nothing for 3 minutes while I hear punch sounds in the dark. Right? It's just awkward, okay? Like usually when I'm watching a movie off stream, I'm not actually I've never watched a movie on stream, which we absolutely should do. That'd be super fun. But like if I just have a movie up on my computer, right? I'm just sitting here in the fucking dark, okay? Cuz I don't like light. And I'm just watching this thing. And if you just make it pitch black screen with just like a little bit of stuff happening on the screen, I'm just sitting in the dark like a fucking lunatic looking at a blank screen. Like if someone were to peep through my windows and be like, what the fuck is Chess doing? It's just like he's looking at a fucking blank screen with nothing happening, sitting in a dark room doing nothing. And I'd be like, you're completely accurate. And that's the sad part. So, yeah, they do need to light their scenes better. Yeah, I don't know. In my opinion, it's better to see the action, right? Even if it's difficult to show it, right? Because if you ever see Moon Knight when he had like a seizure and then woke up and everyone around him was dead? I want to fucking see the action, man. I want to see the fucking fight. But they're like, no, I don't want to show you the fight because it costs too much money to do. And I'm just like, shut up. Give me the fight scenes, you know? Why do I watch action movies if not for action? Do I watch just for the actors? No, I don't watch just for the actors. Like, listen. After watching Cell, I can confirm, even if a big name actor who's popular and good at acting is in a movie, that doesn't mean the movie's gonna be good. God, that movie is horrible, though. I don't understand how they even got Samuel L. Jackson. Maybe, like, Samuel L. Jackson needed some money or something? Or, like, maybe he was, like, blackmailed to do Cell, but, like, Cell was not a good movie. I'll take each one of these. Yeah, you know, people... I say people. They need to hire more, what are they called? Cinematographer? Not cinematographer. Action coordinators? Whatever their name is. Choreographers. They need to hire more action choreographers. Right? And, like... You can tell when the action isn't good. Right? You just hire like one per movie, maybe two per movie, you know? Have them at every fight scene. It's just nice. You know what was a good movie though, even though it wasn't dark, surprisingly. Crawl was a good horror movie, and you could see everything too. Well, yeah, no, you could pretty much see everything in that movie. Right? But the reason why Crawl maintained its scariness, its horror, is because of the water, right? I think more movies need to realize that darkness isn't the only scary thing. Water's scary, fire's scary, people are scary. Light, if it's too bright, can be scary. Buildings can be scary. People, again, can be scary. You know, pretty much everything can be fucking scary if you do it right. You hire more people who care about quality of movies than the ones who care about... Here is my totally rehearsed, not getting canceled answer to that. I think the people that should be hired to do movies are the people that want to make a good movie where the audiences can have fun watching them. That's my take. I think I was gonna go. I was about like halfway through that sentence, and that voice was gonna go insane. Actually, I think people should just do a better job. I think we should have more, more old action films where like the main character is like super buff and makes cheesy one-liners and goes in a cryostasis chamber for 70 years and then oh, what the fuck does Sylvester Stallone say in Demolition Man? I don't remember what any of his one-liners. I remember Wesley Snipes one-liner or not one-liner, but like phrase where he's like, "I swear, I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached." That was great. That's a fucking good movie. For a few years actually after I watched that movie, that was just like my #1 action movie I'll go to. Whenever someone was like, "Hey, what's your favorite movie?" Demolition Man. It's a good movie. I still like it. Uh, yeah. You know? But I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what I want? I want Marvel to make a fucking good Taskmaster movie where Taskmaster isn't some fucking stupid robot girl. Right? It's like, it's not even about Taskmaster being a critically injured, crippled, I was about to say orphan. I don't think she's an orphan though. But like, it's not even about Taskmaster being like different in their background. It's about Taskmaster being a robot. Cause in the Black Widow movie, they made Taskmaster a fucking cyborg that would digitally remember people's moves and copy them. And I'm just like, why did you do that? Give me back regular Taskmaster, where he learns moves instantly by looking at them, but subsequently forgets his personal memories. That's what I can remember is Kingsman. I actually don't remember the Daredevil movie, but I remember Kingpin. Pinkin. What? Kingpin. Kingpin. Ah. Kingpin is usually a great villain. Usually. I heard in Echo they made him like weaker or something, or they made the main character Echo stronger. I don't know. Yeah. But like, come on, right? Demolition Man. Wesley Snipes was one of the, if not the coolest fucking action villain of all time. Well, his name is like Phoenix something. What is it? I need to look this up now. Demolition Man. Phoenix. Simon Phoenix. Like, come on. Michael Clark Douglas. Oh, okay. I haven't seen Green Mile, but I know what happens in it. Yeah, I don't know. I also gotta say, I need them to get actors that are good at acting, right? Because after watching Primal today, I can certainly tell you there's some people that are not good at acting. I'm not saying it's easy. Acting is difficult, especially doing it well. But if you ever watch Primal, that kid Raffi, he fucking sucks at acting. He's like, Frank, I'm so scared. Frank, what do I do, Frank? I'm just like looking at that. I'm just like, what the fuck? Why are you doing it such like a monotone voice? There's a jaguar in front of you, and there's a man pointing at, like, there's a evil man who's like killed 5 people in the last 10 minutes in front of you too. There's like two fucking things out to get you, and he's just saying there like, Frank, I'm so scared. Actually, I think I accidentally put in more emotion than he actually had. It's like, Frank, I'm so scared. What he should have done was acted like a fucking 10-year-old child, because he is a 10-year-old child, and he should have like been shaking a little bit, right? Maybe like put his hands up slightly, maybe try back away slightly. No, he just stood there, arms at his side. Frank. Should have been like, Frank? Stutter a little bit? Like, come on. I know I can't act, but like, I could probably do better than that. Who's on? Frank. Yeah, but see, Tom Holland did it with emotion. It's like he did it with more, like, with a subtle nervousness, or like his nervousness and like him being scared was like more subtle as he did it, and like he stumbled, he like tightly gripped on to Tony Stark. It was so much better, but primal. The kid's just like, Frank, I'm scared. Frank, what do I do? And it's just like, holy shit. Your expression. Okay, I can't see my expression right now. For Frank. Oh. Okay, yeah. But like, I don't know. I could probably try and find it. Where he does that, but like he's so monotonous. Not monotonous, monotone. So monotone. Frank, I'm scared. Frank, please. It's just, well, he didn't even say Frank, please. And there was also a scene where there's a scene where he just stood there, right? He just stood there at the end, and then he was supposed to get away from the villain because the villain had a gun. Don't risk. No, I'm not even gonna risk it. I was just going to find it on Netflix and like rewatch it and then try and replicate it. I don't think I have the time or the patience to get through that movie again. I don't even remember what part. But there's a part at the end of that movie where everyone's supposed to run away from the villain because the villain has like he has I don't actually know what fuck it exactly is. But he has like a rifle, right? The villain has a rifle. And so this kid, Rafi, he's just kind of existing, right? He's just kind of, yeah, I'm existing, And then like the fucking villain strolls up to him, grabs his hair, points a gun at him, and he was like, I don't think I have to tell you what this means, but I'm gonna get on one of these boats. I'm gonna shoot this kid if any of you come after me. You get that? And like the villain had so much more emotion than the kid who just like had his hair grabbed and just seemed emotionless staring at. I'm just like, that kid was a bit like, I'm not saying he was the worst ever. I'm just not saying he was a good fit for a scared child. He would be a good actor as like a human hooked up to a machine where the machine was speaking through him. He'd be great for that role, right? But he wasn't in that role. He was supposed to be playing a scared child. Like, I don't know, man. Didn't seem like a scared child to me. Just kind of seemed a little confused on what to do. Yeah. I know. There's Oh, golden info. Gimme. I actually can't think of an actor I've seen that acted worse than him actually. Like Hal, yeah, like Hal from Space Odyssey. Yeah, he would have been great for that. A little scary, too, from the way he said it. Frank, I'm gonna read your lips now. I don't know what he would say. Like, I don't remember any of Hal's lines. I just remember Hal, like, working against the people, and then there being, like, a black box that would, like, fuck with things. Speaking of that weird black box from Space Odyssey, there's this horrifying manga that I refused to read for so long, called Terraformars, where like human civilization sent cockroaches into space, or into not into space. That'd be really funny though. Just like wandering out into space. No, they sent cockroaches to Mars along with some moss, and because of like some random artifact or whatever, the cockroaches began like becoming humanoid really quickly in the span of like maybe 2 centuries or something. And the first people on Mars, like the first humans on Mars, will go there and then get torn apart by the cockroach people. And so the second set of people sent to Mars, the reason why Space Odyssey reminded me of that was because of the little black box. But like the second group of humans that were sent because were sent with genetic alterations to their bodies so that they could get like insect-like traits, which is kind of weird if you think about it. But like I think like two of them made it out. I don't know. It's kind of an old. It's not a too old manga, but like it's kind of old. But like 2 of them made it out of the secondary expedition. I think it was 2 of them. It was a water bear guy, and it was a... You think you read it? Yeah, it was pretty popular for a little bit. It's like put on hiatus now, like indefinite hiatus, I think. I don't know if it's canceled or not. It might have been... Might have been canceled. Yeah, it was like a water bear guy, because he's basically like invincible. And then it was weird but funny. Yeah, as a child though, it horrified me. Cause like, what the fuck was that? You know, like what the fuck did I just look at? I think there's a bunch of memes about it, which might have also popularized it. Yeah, I don't know, the cockroach people are just kind of horrifying to look at. Like, I don't like looking at them. I don't know, they're like somehow more disturbing than like a regular cockroach. And they got wild. The series got wild. Like, way too wild. Like, Fire Fist wild. Or Flame Punch. Fire Punch? Fire Punch wild. Got Fire Punch wild. If you know Fire Punch, my condolences, but it was like that. I thought I was really scared by movies or something. My greatest terror. See, my greatest terror was death, and that continues to be my greatest terror. Ever since the young, ripe, young age of 6 years old, I've... Okay, that sounds kind of bad, but like, yeah. I very much so remember it, because I used to have these hamster toys, or my brother and I had hamster toys, 1 each. And we would cut off like some of the fur for some reason, because like we wanted it to be like a real hamster, even though it wasn't a real hamster, right? So we would cut off some of the fur to like, quote unquote, give them trim, you know, as though they needed to get haircuts or whatever. But my parents were like, "Why are you doing that? It's not gonna grow back. You're just shaving them." Because it was like hamster skin over a robot or something like that. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But like okay, so in my family, we we don't have any, we have a lot of plushies, but we don't have any dolls because 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 my mom doesn't like dolls. She watched two movies when she was younger, and now she hates two things. She watched Chucky when she was younger, and she watched Alien when she was younger. So now she hates dolls and she hates chest bursters. And one of them is a more um everyday fear, I feel. So we don't have any dolls in the house. We have a ton of plushies and action figures though, and anime figures. Well, maybe not a ton of anime. You can like count it on your hand, but like, you know, a few. A lot more plushies though. I think I have like 30. Yeah, but like you see, when if you're a kid, you know, and you watch these things, because I remember being freaked out by the Weeping Angels. Um, not anymore. Well, kind of, but not really, because like, you know, but the Weeping Angels are scary. Um, what else? I guess just the cockroach people. I guess I don't. That surprised me. I felt like there's more. I guess it was just the Weeping Angels. I'm not a fan of the statues. Why? You wouldn't catch me with statues in my backyard. Yeah. Which reminds me, I did watch Megan actually, and it's not the greatest movie, but it's a decent watch. Better than average. 6.5 stars probably. Um, but yeah, because you have, cause I wouldn't recommend it to someone who has who doesn't like the Uncanny Valley, because obviously the whole thing about it is supposed to be the Uncanny Valley. But it wasn't that bad to watch. I was saying about something again. What was I talking about? Well, anyways. It's curious, but even beginning made me. Yeah, that makes sense. Um, I would say maybe put on like a movie explained thing, and then just like listen to it and not like minimize the browser tab, or like something adjacent to that. Right. Because it's a decent enough movie to, and I feel like it has a good message. It actually has one of the better, surprisingly better messages. Um, one of the better messages I've seen in this day. Because like nowadays, you have movies that don't really have any themes or messages, right? Or they try to, but like they don't really do them that well, right? Like there was this movie called that I watched yesterday called Leave the World Behind, which I think was trying to have a good message, but I don't know. It was a little difficult to follow. No idea behind the script. Yeah, no idea behind the script. Cause like even older film like the Alien movie probably had a theme behind it, you know. Don't go sucking on space things. Or curiosity killed the cat. There you go. That could be a possible alien theme, I imagine. Um, listen. I'll be honest. I don't think the people in Alien wanted to suck on the space thing. I don't think anyone in any of the Alien franchises wanted to suck on the alien space thing. I know a bunch of freaks out there in the real world want to do that. Don't be too good. Or be cautious when you're exploring. Let's say, right? It's good to be curious. Don't get overzealous, right? But like, let's see. What is... Oh, Abigail, the vampire girl movie, right? What was the theme behind it? I guess the theme was probably don't kidnap children, otherwise they might turn out to be vampires and kill you, I guess. That's like the only theme I can think of for that, right? But like, you know, even a simple theme can be good. You could probably think of a theme for The Thing as well, like be careful who you trust. If you don't trust someone, burn them with fire. Users are really scary. Don't turn them into vampires. She was like 12. She was pre-teen, so it's fine. Well, actually, she wasn't 12. She was hundreds of years old, but like age she was turned wise, she was 12. Decent movie to watch, though. Oh, nearly pulled my earbuds there. Yeah. I mean, I guess not every movie needs a theme, but like some movies should have a theme. Right. Like a cautionary tale, don't do this, don't do that. Be careful of what you wish for and all that jazz, you know? Like, don't get too attached to your plushies and then desert them, because if you desert them, they might turn into crazy murdering plushie and kill all your friends. That could have been the theme of Benny Loves You, which I also watched recently. I mean, a small theme is better than not having any. That's true. That is very true. Yeah. Like, even just, like, a little something. Like, you know what? That's what Fat Man missed. In Christmas movies should always have a theme. Fat Man didn't have a theme. Like, what's his theme? Don't take Santa's eye? Like, that's not a theme. That's just that's just like a, don't shoot Santa in the face, you know? But Krampus had a theme. Your family, there's only one of your family, and it's the only one you got. Or be nice to your family, even if they're dicks. Right? Probably not that, though. I wouldn't listen to that part. But, like, that was a theme that they had, you know? Try to get along with your family and work out the differences, otherwise Krampus will come down the chimney and murder a bunch of you. Drop your sister into hell. Or, sorry, cousin into hell. Kind of a confusing movie, but like a pretty good movie. Yeah, Upgrade was so good. Upgrade had 3 themes though, because the third one was the most obvious theme. Be careful of AI. Right, that shit's scary. You know, add a human touch to things. Human touch is good. Okay, well, don't say it like that. Why did I say it like that? Holy shit. But you know, don't just make everything about robots. Right? Great movie though. I'd say top 5 action movies for me would be Upgrade. Because the choreography and the cinematography of Upgrade are just absolutely great, especially for the fight scene. That first fight, like, it's so sad that the first fight scene is probably the best fight scene. Right? Working track manual. Absolutely. Don't let your car be fucking driven by a robot, man. Otherwise, you're gonna end up as a quadriplegic with no wife. So, yup. That's such a good movie, though. I've seen that movie 5 times. That movie is so good. But like, it's so sad that the first action sequence was the best. The second was the second best, and then it just kind of kept on dipping down, I would say. Except maybe the second and the fourth one. Or the third and the fourth one switching quality. Well, yeah. The third and fourth one switch quality. So like, I guess in order of like best fight sequences, I think there's only 5 of them, right? It's like, the first one is the best, then the second one is the second best, then the fourth one is the third best, and the third is the fourth best. Or wait, the fourth is the third best, and the fourth fight scene is the third. The fourth fight scene is the third best, and the third fight scene is the fourth best, and then the fifth fight scene is at the bottom. I think there's only 5. Really certain. Halfway certain that there are only 5. And you can't even really call the 5th one a fight scene. You know what else had a fucking good action sequence? Tenet. Tenet was good. Confusing as hell, though. And, like, I did not understand the temperature thing. That was, like, really confusing. Where they're just like, yeah, you know, explosions can be cold. And I'm just, like, looking at the car windshield frost over, and I'm just like, what? You want existence? No, I haven't actually. What is that? Is it a TV show? Like, hello! Blair, hello, hopefully you're having a good day. Blender, hello. Prospect, haven't seen you in a while. Hello! Hopefully both your days are going well. And if not, hopefully it gets better. Or, hopefully your week gets better. You cannot take any of my luck. I'm keeping my luck. I accidentally said good luck to someone a few days ago. So, I need to keep it all, you know? I've had, like, the worst luck stream recently, so I need it. I need all of it. There's like a thing that's like, if you, every time you sigh, you let out a little bit of your luck. I need to slurp that back in every time I sigh. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's so nice. And goodbye. Hopefully you'll come back. Thank you for the compliment. That's so nice. Thank you. My avatar is very good. Thank you. See, it's very unique, you know. It's a Existence is a biopunk horror made by the same guy who made Fly. Oh, the one where the scientist becomes a fly, right? Well, I don't think he becomes a fly. I think he becomes a gross Cronenberg monstrosity. Yeah, that makes sense. Resistance. I don't know why, but that reminds me of a movie that's like shit. I couldn't even begin to describe it. It's like an apocalypse movie where um where there's people who are skinny and maybe drink blood, but it's kind of like Scorn, the video game, in terms of look, but not really. It's like H.R. Geiger inspired, precisely. But this one is about biotech and their influence on. Surprisingly, I've been able to hold over $200 of spend, which that it yeah, that's fucking nuts. Listen, if I was literally holding on to $200, I don't know. Especially okay, if you put me in a mall with $200, I'm immediately going to like a candy store and getting some like fucking chocolate or something. Right? You could not stop me. And I don't know. I would probably leave the mall like $100 in debt. Like, you know, put me in a place that has a lot of spent like stores and shit. I'm not leaving. That's not true. If it's clothing only, if it was a mall just for clothes, I would absolutely leave. I'll buy maybe one belt and leave. I've been running out of belt. My belts have been breaking. I'm I'm not fat, to reiterate. My belts are just 8 years old. Lego store is my big ass mall. The Lego store is such a good destination, though. Just don't buy that. Just don't buy things. I'm a material boy. You know? I gotta get my nice jackets. I gotta get pastries and sweets. The rest of it's debatable. Plushies, though. Plushies are not debatable. Always pop into a hot topic, because they might have a... I popped into a hot topic like a week ago. After watching Deadpool and Wolverine, because movie theater was in the same area. Popped into a hot topic. I saw a Pochita plush. I just bought it. You know, $30 that motherfucker. I brought him home. They didn't even give me a bag. They just handed it to me. And I was like, what? Why didn't you have a bag for me? And when I grabbed it and I just held on to it. Spencer, a hot topic is a good idea. Spencer's less so. All the Spencers I've been to always smell like weed for some, or dead bodies, which could also smell like weed. I don't know. Spencer's are kind of just weird. Like I avoid the back of Spencer's for obvious reasons, but I try not to go to Spencer's. I don't know why, but it's like someone's always smoking pot in there. Buy $200, not needed for important things. I go to flea market hard not for that. Oh yeah, like if there was a nerd flea market, I'm just gone. I'm going over there. Like, I don't know what to tell you. if someone went up to me and was like, "I'll give you $200 and put you in, like, I don't know, like a Comic-Con vendor's alley," right? By the time they finished their sentence, I would have already stolen their wallet and just went. You have a nerd flea market in your town? Damn, I wish. I don't think I have that. So if you have 320, you get 2 new Lego sets that came out August. Ooh, well hopefully you get the money soon. Lego sets are so expensive now. You guys see the what was it? The large Millennium Falcon or something like that? You know, the Star Wars thing. This is how you know I'm not a big Star Wars fan. It's not my fault. I think it was the Millennium Falcon though. That was like, it's so expensive now. It's like, what was it? It's like, I don't know. I don't want to get the prices wrong, but like, it was like 50% cheaper a few years ago. I mean, it was probably like a different different stuff, but still. Same for the Dark Falcon and the Onyx Cinder. That's a cool name. Both 1-4. Holy. Oh my god. And tax too? That's rough. Well, you're welcome if you can come. Yeah, if I just manage to worm my way into your brain and find out your location and then where that nerd flea market is, maybe. Falcon is 180 and the Cinder's 1. So don't worry about getting it wrong. Just be careful. Tax exists depending on your state. Don't say your state. But depending on your state, tax can be a motherfucker. So, whenever I get groceries, I'm like, okay, here's my budget, and now I'm going to take $20 out of that budget because $20 is tax. And I'm like, fuck. Why does tax exist? Because government wants some money, I guess. I think I did know you were in France. I think we'll leave it at France. I'll just search town by town. It's fine. I kind of don't want to go to Paris though, so I really hope you're not in Paris because I would not go there. Usually I'm like, so it's like $6 stacks. That's pretty good actually. Yeah. I don't know how it is at my Lego store. I forgot to check. I'll be honest. I also continuously go between like 3 different states, so I can never get tax right. So I always just like, I'm always careful about that. Just imagine spying a wild. Yeah, just like you like stand on your tippy toes, look over the crowd. There's just a pair of purple ears sticking up, and you're just like, what the fuck is that? There's some furry here. Paris, you have 2 shops who resale. You only have 2 shops in Paris? My opinion of Paris is just lowering by the second. Okay, I'll be honest. I've been to I don't think I've been to Italy actually, but I've been to what's the UK? Okay, I keep on forgetting what the name of the country is. I keep on wanting to say just London. Although I did only go to just London. I went to London, I went to Berlin, and I went to... What was it? What? I'm getting confused. London, Berlin. There's another one. St. Petersburg in Russia. That was like many years ago, you know, before everything. But I went to those. Those weren't bad. I just never wanted to go to Paris because like I'm always nervous, you know. It's been a while since I watched your streams because I've been busy and just got back from a trip. Oh, hopefully your trip from Florida or to Florida. Imagine if someone just went up to you. Hopefully your trip from Florida was nice. You know, the drive back or the plane back. You know, whatever you took. Hopefully that was nice. Hopefully you got some nice airline food. That'd be such a weird conversation. I would give that person a dirty look. I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But hopefully your time in Florida was well spent. You got some knickknacks and souvenirs. Ate some good food, hopefully. If you see their sizes, you understand why they're only 2. Oh, really? So, like, they're the size of, like, the Empire State Building is what you're saying. Because if it's not... Oh, you got... Dude, conch shells are cool as fuck, though. Like, I remember, I think I only ever got, like, one of them at the beach when I was little. But, like, they're cool. And, like, if you get one of the spike, or, like, the spiky ones, you can hit someone with it. Don't do that, but, like, you could if you had an intruder in the house. That's a fun fact. I would probably break the shell, but still. Dude, cold plunge for 100 bucks? Listen, if someone told me to do a cold plunge for even 50 bucks, I'd do it. I remember in Boy Scouts, we were forced to do the polar bear plunge every single day without any money. And I was pissed. Like, where's my $1? Come on. I want, like, give me $1, I'll do it. Alright? $1 one day, though. Not $1 multiple days. That's against the rules. That's not... That doesn't bode well with the child labor law. Because I think I was a kid at the time of Boy Scouts. I'd say they're about average American mall each. Just nerd stuff. Average American mall. So like empty. So far, I don't know if you know this, but in America, a lot of our malls are just empty now. Except for, so the expensive malls, right, where the rich people go. There's still people going there, because, you know, rich people go there. You know, rich people need places to spend their money. But in, like, the malls around the, or, like, that are not rich people focused, they're pretty empty nowadays. Which, I feel like it's so sad that there's malls that are just empty nowadays. Because, like, they just have, like, a bunch of shutters. There's no one selling anything. We need to bring back malls. Amazon has destroyed the mall sector. You've never seen a mall IRL yet. Well, just pop on over to America. Go to a mall. And there you go. It'll either be good or bad, and there's no in between. If you do go to a mall, I think there's some malls in Texas and Florida, maybe, and New Jersey, maybe even Wyoming. I forget. Some of those malls in some states have what is it called? The jungle cafe. The oh my god, I'm going insane. What's the jungle cafe? The restaurant place that's not actually a cafe that reigns artificially. That's what going on. There's only like 16 left in the world. Oh my god, wait, okay, I need to look this up. Jungle food place. Rainforest Cafe, that's what it is. The Rainforest Cafe. No, I'm making... Yeah, you know, wishful thinking, you know. But wishful thinking can get you some places sometimes. You know, if you wishfully think that the person next to you should be $100 poorer, and you happen to have a knife on you, don't do that. That's not very good to the person next to you. Unless they're an asshole. But either way, they could sue you if they're alive. But don't kill them. It would make it worse. I'm digging myself into a hole. Don't listen to me, guys. Listen, I usually stop at 2 hours. It's been 2 hours and 41 minutes. You can't listen to me. It's been 2 hours and 40 minutes. We've only done one run. And I accidentally used my ultimate. This is so sad. But, I don't know. I feel like it's so sad because, like, malls in America now, though, like the smaller malls, there's like nothing there. Because it used to be that malls would take over the customers from smaller stores, because malls would just have everything, right? You could go to a mall and they would have everything you're looking for, a little bit more. Spend your money there, you know? It'd be easier than driving to like 3 different places. But now Amazon exists. And now malls are kind of just useless. Which is kind of sad. Except for the Lego stores. Lego stores always seem to thrive, I feel. Like, if there's not a Lego store in your mall, then I feel like that mall is, like, pretty much over. It's not surviving the winter. Malls no more. There's actually a new mall in America. Oh, I say that. There's probably new malls in America all the fucking time. But, like, there's this new mall in America that, that's supposedly, like, one of the biggest or greatest malls. Or something like that. I really don't know. But it has, like, a water park or something. It's like the Great American Mall, something like that. Well, like 20 minutes with a Lego store. That's very alive. Yeah, exactly. Lego stores keep it alive. Everyone says the mall. Yeah, well, okay, but Red Robin's kind of just... Are there any more Red Robins, though? Oh my god. Thank you for subscribing, Micabomb. That scared me. The first time it happened this stream, I got so confused. I looked around my room, having no idea what happened. And that one scared me. But thank you for subscribing. What's Red Robin? It's like a food place. It's, Cheesy, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's like a restaurant, right? Kind of like TGI Fridays. What's up? Well, hopefully you're having a good day. I guess towards the end of the day, depending on where you are. But hopefully you're having a good day. If not, hopefully your day gets better, or week gets better, I suppose. And also the mouth will just bite your limbs. Yeah, you know, pretty simple, you know. A little bit of arm flesh in there. Take a bite. Pretty simple. But yeah, I don't know. Malls are kind of just dying out, and it's like really sad. I want a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of character gotcha. So you will be watching it be chewed. That is true, yeah. Oh, I honestly feel like that's just easily one of the best parts about this model. Just like the huge ass mouth that just watches you. Also has some eye tracking. Sure to oh, you yeah. You'd be willing to let your arm be chewed. When's next stream so I can make it in time? Next stream will probably be... Oh, wait, when did this stream start? Okay, so... Take whatever time it is now, subtract 4 to 5 hours from it, and then that's approximately when I would usually stream. I work a regular 9 to 5 now, you guys. I'm working now. But yeah, that'd be approximately when. Normally, that'd be approximately when. I'll try to win next stream. I wish I exactly. Listen. I think I have my schedule template somewhere. Whenever I make a schedule, I put it on Twitter and YouTube community tab. So hopefully it exists somewhere. I don't know. I have to figure it out. Imagine having to work. Yeah. Imagine having to work 5 days a week for 40 hours 40 hours a week. I think. I like go back to 9 to 5. Could absolutely ruin my vacation. Yeah, it did. COVID messed up a lot of stuff. So. But hello, Krovacon. Hopefully you're. Oh, I hit a napkin. I was very confused. Okay, every time I say hi and how are you doing, hopefully you had a good day. Hopefully you had a good day, and hopefully your day gets better. Even if it was good, hopefully it gets better. Hopefully you get some cake or something you like. But I don't know. Whenever I say hi, I always actually just wave my hands. Like, you guys can never see it, but I wave my hands, and I just hit, like... what is this? They're like thin-ass napkins. I didn't even know I had those. I had a stopwatch going for who knows how long. Nights. 156 minutes. Well, think about what you were doing 156 minutes ago, I guess. You'll think you'd leave and see where it goes? Alright, well, we'll catch up, in a year from now, you know, see how that's going. See if the timer is still going a year from now. Yeah. Okay, actually, you know, I think it would be nice, a nice idea, right? If I had a 3D model and just was waving my hands rapidly. But I feel like the way I wave my hands, I wave them too fast, and like the hand trackers would probably fly off and hit a wall. Actually, being honest, you can wave almost anything and we'll never see it. Yeah! I've been sipping on drinks this entire time. I keep on confusing my apple cider for miso soup, and vice versa. Because I have both of them in cups. And I've been drinking them confusedly, I guess. At the end of every stream, I'll make it till I'll tell you where the stopwatch is at. I'm looking forward to it. And even if you can't make it to every stream, that's perfectly fine. He's been making funny. Oh, no way! I've been making funny face. Just mixing Don't Break Head. Dude, if I mixed miso soup and apple cider, I feel like I would explode. Like, you guys ever mix the... I'm sure everyone's mixed drinks before. Like, you go to a fucking McDonald's, you get one of those large cups, and then you, like, pour in a little bit of every drink. Well, I'm gonna tell you, don't do that. And especially not with soup and soda. Like, listen, I myself probably have never drank soup and soda as a mixture. If it mixes in your mouth, that's a completely different story. What if I'm taking off scabs? Painful, but that's because it's like something to do, you know? You take off a scab and you're like, nice, it's off. Now I collect it and put it in a jar for the creeps to find. And then now you're bleeding again, so don't do that. That actually remind me, I have a cut on my thumb. I literally got cut this morning. I was grabbing a this might sound really dumb, but I have a PlayStation 3 controller that's still in a box. I think I tried to open it because there's like a little bit that's like jagged and cut, and I just cut myself on it grabbing it. I'm like, fuck. And it was bleeding pretty bad, and I was like, oh my god. Like, not pretty bad, not like continually blood running, but like it was worse than like one of those scrapes you get when you just like fall off a chair or something. Used to mix soda as a kid, some were unironically good. Yeah, some of them are absolutely good. Soups sound nasty. It sounds nasty and good. I don't see why it'd sound good unless it was... No, wait. I feel like combining soups would be good, right? They could be good, but like I don't think any soda would go with any soup, unless it was a sweet soup. there's some Asian syrupy soups that have like tofu in them and stuff. Mix that in it, it just makes the drink sweeter. That would be good. That would actually taste good. You mix Sprite and chicken noodle soup? Oh. Oh, my heart. I think it's gonna stop. Ugh. Why do you do that? I mix Sprite with everything except for savory things. That's so sad. Sounds sad, not that it would be awesome. Was it good? Not particularly, but it went down. It went... Okay, well, at least it didn't go up. Unless it went up after. But it would make sense if it went up afterwards. Which I know how to cook soup on cider. Soup on cider? What kind of soup is that? Like a dessert? That'd be good. You know, one of the scabs I forgot about, and then finally there's a river of blood running to my knee, to the back of the ankle. Don't do that. Dude, put a band-aid on it. I feel okay. If you have a scab that you constantly pick at, put a band-aid on top of it, right? And do your best not to take off the band-aid. I'm saying this because I have picked many scabs. Unfortunately, I'm prone to getting injured, as seen by, well, you guys haven't seen it, but as noted by the blood on my hand. That actually reminds me, there was in math class randomly in middle school, we were told to get up and do jumping jacks or something. So I got up and then suddenly I felt something was wet. So I looked down at my leg and the chair was like cut and jagged. So I just like slashed like 3 inches of flesh against the chair and looked down and I was like, what the fuck? And I look at the teacher and the teacher's just like, oh, Chess, you're not doing jumping jacks. Well, why aren't you doing them? You gotta do them. And I'm just like, I'm bleeding. Like, you want me to do exercise now? Are you kidding me? So luckily I got out of the jumping jacks and I went to the nurse's office, but that was nuts. It was, I don't know. At least I didn't get tetanus. If it went down, if it went down, it's a win in your book. I don't think that's if it tastes good, that's a win in my book. Well, it's acid and savory, but too much meat, so it's kind of marinated meat in its own brew. Oh, interesting. That doesn't sound that bad. Cause I picked these out there. Oh, my leg. You gotta stop, man. You gotta stop. Okay, take some gauze, wrap it around your leg. Makes you seem cooler when you're in public. Unless you're wearing, you know, pants, I guess. Then nobody can see it. I used to have not scabs. I used to have gauze on one of my hands because, like, my hand got, like, injured. But I was feeling cool. When I used to play basketball, you burnt your leg. Pants broke. Knees got screwed. Nasty sad. Oh. Well, hopefully it's better. And hopefully that wasn't just yesterday. It'd be awful if it was yesterday. Blood does taste like iron. It's because, you know, it's iron in it. You know? You're making a very good point, actually. Does blue, like, does sulfur-based blood taste like sulfur? I mean, I guess I'm just answering my own question. Does, you know, sulfur-based blood taste like sulfur? But, like, I don't know. Okay. Game plan for a stream. We take a bunch of cups and we fill them with different kinds of animal blood. So, bug blood, mammal blood, reptile blood, frog blood, whatever bleeds, we take a little bit from it, and then we taste it, and we do a tier list, and hopefully I don't get too many diseases. I swear, if someone puts a chlamydia-ridden koala blood in my cup, Listen, I don't think you should love the taste of metal in your blood, but or love the taste of blood in general. No, you still have a mark? Okay, well at least it's just a mark. Yeah, I have a protein stream. Yeah, protein. Actually, blood never tastes of iron. It tastes like oxide of iron. Nerd mode off. That's a little neat tidbit. That's a little nice facts. Also, I just have scars all over my leg because there's this in high school. There was this stupid fuck who would always stab me in the legs in fencing, and he would only ever go for the legs. And normally you wear socks to protect your legs from, you know, injury of being stabbed, but he would manage to stab through the socks each and every time. He stabbed, like, there's this one day when he just kept on stabbing my legs, and I got like 3 holes in my leg that would just like drop blood out, and I was just like, why are you doing this to me? I can see the blood stain on my sock. It's just a white ass sock, man. I remember playing basketball for my school, and this kid kept flopping, falling on purpose to make it look like a foul. So it was the last game of the season, so I ran into him on purpose. That's funny. I think I was talking to one of my friends. I don't talk to them anymore, but one of my friends was like, yeah, you know, there was this really annoying kid at my previous school. So on the last day of school, right before I changed schools, I just punched him in the face. I was like, what? Where'd that come from? Because, like, they're not a violent person. I was just like, what? What? They're that annoying? I mean, it makes sense, you know? If someone who's not very violent punches someone, gotta be for a good reason. Or maybe it doesn't. If your iron tastes much worse, don't try. Don't lick iron. Got it. Yeah, I can't say I've had the urge to, you know, put metal in my mouth. I don't know. No, don't try. Don't YouTube. No, don't YouTube. So, you got someone alert their FBI agents who are watching them. Tell their FBI agents to like take all the iron away. But oh shit, we reached the 3-hour mark though, so I'll probably end here, unfortunately. So sad for y'all. Oh no. Just eat the gas station paint chips. No, it's worse from the gas station. Don't. Okay, if you're going to get paint chips, get it from your own house, right? Just self-conscious of don't do this, and then now you potential on do it. What? Cheesy, what does that mean? What? Why aren't you allowed 50 feet? Well then, most iron you can lick is oxide, so you need to clean it chemically. Bro, if you clean it chemically before the taste, you're... I don't know, man. Like, I don't think you should taste like a piece of metal you cleaned chemically. Small time spent here with cool people in chat. Oh, well, hopefully you do. Hopefully all of you come back at some point. And it's okay if all of you decide to leave me. I'll still just be talking to myself for some reason. That's how it goes. No, I'm only saying this because like okay, so you know how like if you're ever talking to like that awkward kid and then you like want to leave that conversation, but you're just like, we can hang out again sometimes, you know? But then it's awkward. I'm telling you now, so it's not awkward. If you just randomly like don't show up. In this scenario, I'm the awkward kid. I'm telling you it's okay. It's nice to say, "Aw, that's good." We always come back. Ah, thank you. You are orange. Yeah, I guess we gotta do the arm chewing stream at some point. I gotta sharpen my... I've actually been sharpening my teeth because I actually need to get a, what are they called? Mouth guard. Yeah, they're called mouth guards. Yeah, I've been meaning to get mouth guards. I used to have mouth guards when I was forced to play lacrosse for a week. Um, I don't think they fit now because I played lacrosse when I was like 8, and I got hit with sticks. Wasn't very fun. Anyways, I need to get a mouth guard because I've been like biting my teeth, grinding my teeth. That's the word. I'm losing brain cells staying here. I need to regain them. I've been grinding my teeth. Because one of my fillings was like extra sharp or something. So I think I unconsciously just started grinding it until it was smooth and then kept on grinding it. So I think they need to put more filling back in. Let me checking YouTube for your videos like I'm playing FNAF on Karen's Night. Well, thank you. That means a lot. I hope I'll be streaming sometime this week. During the weekdays, actually. Like things that... Yeah, mouth guards like that. And that weird kid, by the way, I did fencing lacrosse. I did more than just fencing and lacrosse. I did, in no particular order, lacrosse, fencing, basketball, soccer, tennis, badminton, but I wasn't on a team for that. Baseball, and hockey. Oh, and cross country. Oh, and track and field. But I hated those last two. Actually, I hated most of them. I hate all of them except for fencing. I'll tell the story quickly. In lacrosse, I was forced to play it as a kid. And we were playing sharks and minnows, where, you know, if you get tagged, then you become a shark. And the minnows are trying to not get hit by a shark, right? So, but lacrosse version, you have a ball in your lacrosse stick, and so the sharks have to knock the ball out of the minnow's lacrosse stick, and that's how they become sharks, right? But no, I'm not a sports fella. I hate sports except for fencing. Fencing's the only, well, and archery. The dangerous ones, really. But so in lacrosse, you for sharks and minnows, you would hit the lacrosse stick and knock the ball out, right? That's how you became a shark. I was the last one left because my ball was stuck in the lacrosse stick. I don't know how it got stuck. It was just like wedged in there and stuck. So I was the last one left, and I was running like between like these 19 other people, right? And then I get knocked to the ground somehow, and then those 19 people, including my brother, who's younger than me and wasn't very good to me at the time, surround me when I'm lying on the ground and start beating the shit out of me with lacrosse sticks. And I'm just looking up at the sky, and the only thing I could see were sticks. Horrible. Horrible time. Awful. Don't forget rest for teacher. Oh, well, I'll be sure to. What was the weirdest dream I've had? I've been writing down most of my dreams. Most of my dreams include me. I think 50% of my dreams are zombie apocalypses, but I'm the one killing zombies and biting them. I don't know what that says about me. It's ever since like middle school, it's mostly just been zombie apocalypses with an occasional hint of something random. I think 3 nights ago, I dreamed of like a Lovecraftian maze thing where it would do like a cheesy horror shot of a close-up of a guy's face being ripped off, and then there's like horror makeup underneath or something like that. Oh no, it's very weird. Mostly sounds like, oh, where's listen, it's a lacrosse, okay? Fell asleep earlier and I was Demon Slayer, and when I woke up I was so pissed. Bro, there's one time when I had to drive a couple hours, and when I fell asleep before that, I dreamed that I already drove those hours, and I didn't need to drive at all. So I woke up, and I was like, fuck, I need to drive? I also did that with a haircut, too. I was like, God damn it, I need to get my hair cut. I think you playing zombies quite consistent with what I expect based on your model. The dreams are the right? Oh my god. Ooh. I think I've only ever gotten them for you know what's funny? Always on the night of big fencing tournaments, like really big fencing tournaments, right? Like real huge ones. After fencing for so long, for like 8 hours maybe, and I'm fencing the majority of those hours, I would go to sleep and I would wake myself up by doing an extension. Because so in fencing, how you hit someone is like you extend your arm, right? You're basically punching them, but without drawing your arm back. Because it's not about the force, it's about just hitting them, right? So I would wake up to me extending my arm and nearly hitting a wall. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's happened twice so far. I'm getting worried. But anyways, thank you guys for joining. Thank you, Krovacon. Thank you, Cheesy. Thank you, Far. Thank you, Mecha Bomb. Thank you, Connor. Thank you, Zealous. Thank you, Blair. Thank you, Cosmic. Thank you, Lotus. Thank you, Milo, for joining me, and thank you all the lurkers out there. You made a skibidi toilet kit at the mall. Oh, that's rough. Oh wait, like the source on I can figure out. That's yeah, fencing's a cool one. I always do the danger. Well, okay, don't always do that, but like, you know, fencing and archery. Archery is with bow and arrow, man. Those two are the best. I have a 40-pound recurve bow. It's not 40. It's not. The thing doesn't weigh 40 pounds. The drawback is 40 pounds. Like it shoots 40 pounds of force. Well, if you want to hunt some zombies, go to the nearest Apple shop the day they release a new iPhone. You're so right. I kind of don't want to though. I'm always, for some reason, in my dreams, I'm always biting zombies, but I'm always like, if zombies happen in real life, I would freak out. I would probably wrap myself in such a large amount of clothing that they couldn't bite through it. Thanks for having us. Good night. Thanks for streaming even. Well, thank you all for joining. Thank you for joining me mostly talking and only playing one game of HOLOCURE. I feel like that's the saddest part. I only played one thing in 3 hours. It's insane. I feel like this happened before. So, thank you. Yeah, for some reason, I can't play a game and talk at the same time. It's weird. I think I can for Hitman though, because Hitman's just like you go in there and you take everyone out. Sometimes the yap is too strong, indeed. You know, the mouth is such a large portion of my face. We tell you to make sure boogeyman in your closet tonight. Listen, there's too much shit in my closet. Like he could not fit in there without hitting a box or two. But thank you guys for joining. Bye bye. Hopefully you have a good whatever it is you want to have a good of. Life advice, don't get bitten by a zombie. Bye-bye.